Hi Steve, yeah. You come in? I'm starting. It's running over, is it? Oh, you've broken down, you need more. Okay. The Shaftoids Anonymous meetings, I thought it had finished. We're going to do another video. Okay, now you just stay and get more support, boy. Don't worry about it. I'll do it myself, don't worry. Right, Mark Crossfield here. Steve Buzzer can't make it. We've got equipment. GC2, iPad, shafts, loss. We're going to do part 2 of the amazing Shaftoid question for all the Shaftoids out there who are struggling with this one. Oh, Santa is real. So we're going to do people getting confused with why you get custom fit. Some of the questions from my shaft video that we did, me and Steve Buzzer did. I'm going to put a link down here actually to the video. Go and watch it if you haven't already. Some amazing questions being asked. We're going to answer one of the key ones that kept getting asked over and over again, which is about what's the point in getting fitted if shaft flex does not make any difference to your results. So we've got the equipment. Let's see if we can show you what we mean. Let's get stuck in. Right guys, we've got GC2 HMT. I've hit some shots with 2 identical SLDRS drivers, both in the same length, both in the exact same shaft, 57 grams stiff, my gaming shaft, one in a 10 and one in a 12. So we're going to show you some of the data of that. And I've also got I've also hit some with the weight move. So the weight on the bottom here moved into the heel. As well from my normal placement of the weight. So we're going to show you some of the data with that. Just moving it back actually because I don't want it there. And then we've got, we're going to hit some shots with, I've got a tight list just because I can get a really equivalent or kind of contrasting shots. 9.5 D3, 913 tight list. And I've got a Javelin, one of the stiffest shafts they do for it, a Javelin FX M7X Flex, and I've also got the Basra 50 high Flex A Flex. So we're going from the flexiest through to the stiffest, just to show you why you need to be getting custom fit for your golf club. So we did this video talking about how shaft flex might not make as much difference as strike, shock, horror. Yes, it might well be true. You do need to hit the ball somewhere in the middle of the club if you want to get consistent numbers. I know that's shocking, but just bear with. Okay, so we're going to do some of the comments that started to come through, which really scared me actually, where people were talking about how, I have quite a few comments saying, well, what's the point in getting custom fit? Why get custom fit for a club if shaft flex makes no difference? Now, if you think shaft flex is the only thing you're going to get custom fit, say for a driver, then you are completely missing the point. And hopefully this video will help you get the point and hopefully help you get some better equipment and play some better golf. So look, I'm going to hit some shots just to talk you through what I did and then we'll show you the data. First of all, so this is my 10.5 SLDR drive and I've put the weight back where I want it, which is kind of lined up with the middle of the club. So I hit a few shots with my SLDRS 10 degree and collected some data just to look at the numbers, which I know we do this one a lot in the videos. Then what I did is I got the identical club but in a 12 degree. So let's have a quick look. This is the 12, when I look at it down here, lots of loft. Let's have a quick look at that data to see what happened to my shots, distance, spins, whatever you want to look at, from 2 degrees difference in loft. Exactly the same shaft. Right guys, so we've got 3 shots with SLDRS 10 degree standard stiff. We're averaging 1.8 spin and averaging 269 carry. 2 1s, 2 4s and a 1.6 on a slight miss hit. But averaging 269 on the carry. So exactly, anyone who watched my videos, this is exactly where that club kind of sits in its distances. So we went to the 12, identical club, and I hit some shots with the 12. We got 3 with the 12. 16.6 degree launch angle to 14.9 in the SLDRS, in the 10. So in the 12, 2 degree extra loft at the start is giving me 2 degrees extra, almost 2 degrees extra launch. That makes sense. Spin went up to 2.5, so obviously the kind of angle of attack dynamic loft movements are changing, which will affect spin because I'm starting with more loft. So I've gone from 1.8 up to 2.5, so the spin increased, and then my carry dropped down to 269. So I'm averaging 6 yards less with the 12 over the 10. Now that makes sense to me, and if you look at the rainbow flights in the little charts of the Ping end flight system here, which is a great system, still running through GC2HMT, just using that data into their end flight ball data, you can see, and the reason I've used this, you can see they're just going up too high and dropping, which is why I'm losing that little bit of extra yards. So when it comes to custom fitting, those two, shaft's making no difference, exactly the same shaft, but the loft is making 6 yards in carry different distances. Massive number, and what that'll do to rollouts as well. So there's where custom, if you're going just for shaft, well, I can find 6 yards in my own game there, straight off the bat, just by having the wrong loft in or on my driver. Now, subject to what driver you've got, where CGs are placed and things like that, there's other aspects of where you might need the loft to be. It might not be as traditional as you think. I've always used a 10, I'm going to use a 10. Different heads, like SLDRS has a different CG placement, producing different kind of launch characteristics, so you often need a different loft, hence their loft up campaign. So if you're going just for shaft, you think shaft's the answer, you're totally missing the point. Loft there instantly, just on that simple little test, has cost me 6 yards of carry. Why would I, if I can get a club which is 10 degrees and I get the most distance consistently out of that, why would I ever choose the wrong loft? So I'd always go to a 10. Simple custom fit. I wouldn't know that if I didn't have the two identical clubs. Go to a fitter, they'll have them. I wouldn't know that if I didn't have the data as well. Fitted myself, I know what I need, but I kind of devil advocate fitted myself, then you can see the gains I made. Now, I also hit some with the two different Titleist shafts as well, going from one extreme to the other. So let's have a little look at that data and see if we can beat 6 yards with very different flexes in there. Right guys, so we've gone Titleist D3 9.5 Javelin FX M7 X Flex, so stiff shaft in the 913, 9.5 loft, which on the D13 is about where I need to be. I'm averaging 265 carry, not far off where my SLDRS S is. I'm averaging 2.5 spin, which is similar to what I normally get out of that kind of CG placed head, launching at 13.8. If you compare that to the Titleist in the Basra 50A Flex, so we're going to the other spectrum of flex, what you're going to see, I'm getting 14 launch to 13.8, almost identical. 2.5 spin to 2.5 spin on the two shafts, almost identical. Carry 263 to 265, 2 yards. 2 yards, guys. Extreme ends of the spectrum for shafts. I can find 6 yards in loft, and that's just in 2 degrees. I can only find 2 yards in extremes in shaft. So what would I fit first, shaft or loft? Come on, what are we talking about here? Look at the launch angle. How can the launch angle as well, for you shaftoids out there, how can the launch angle stay the same from such extreme ends of the spectrum in a shaft? If you believe shaft's costing you distance on height and spins and all the rest of it, spin's the same, launch is the same, apart from 0.2 of a degree, and then the carry is only 2 yards. So we go from either ends of the spectrums, I lose 2 yards, and I would say that could be down to strikers and anything else. We go 2 degrees aloft, so big loft change, and I gain extra launch. You can see 2 degrees extra worth of launch over the two clubs, and I lose distance. So what, again, are we talking here? You want to think that shaft flex is going to find you 15 yards. Oh, why go for a custom fit if it's all shaft flex? It's not shaft flex, guys. If you're going to get fitted and they're just talking shaft flex, you're missing the point there, missing the point. Go to a decent fitter. You go to TaylorMade Fitting Centre, Titleist Fitting Centre, Mizuno Fitting Centre, all of them. It doesn't matter which, and Ping's Fitting Centre. Shaft is not the be all and end all. They're looking at launch, they're looking at loft, they're looking at dynamic loft, they're looking at how you deliver the face. Many different aspects. They're looking at CG placements, so low and back for more stability if people aren't hitting the face. There's so much more. Shaft is going to be, if you want to talk about shaft, they'll talk to you about shaft because they know it turns you on, but it's not going to be the thing that makes you hit the good or bad shots. Middle in that club, middle in that shot, out the middle of the face is what's going to dictate if you hit that target or not, or get the right launch characteristics. Really interesting numbers there. Looking forward to the comments once again. Some great comments. Custom fitting. Go and get custom fit for your driver. In fact, the shaft flex makes a small difference. It's still a fine tune. Out of the Javelin and the Basra, the Javelin to me felt much more stable, better, nicer. It felt like one I would use. So I would also go for my fitting to feel the difference. But the data you can see there is showing next to nothing. Now, one last thing before we finish, because I also did another test. We'll quickly show you the data here. Where I moved the slidable weight on the bottom of my SLDR, right into the left-hand corner, right down into that corner. If we just bring those results up, 2.2 here. So SLDRS 10 degrees, so my 10 degree, but weight was left on this one. Look what happened to my shots. Spin stayed at 2000, 255 carry, slightly less carry, and a little bit more spin, but look how far offline every shot went. Everything went left. So you've got loft, you've got CG placement, you've got feeling of shafts, plus how flex might move you maybe 100, 200 revs if you're a really consistent hitter and you want to fine tune, but your strike's going to override that as soon as you miss hit. You've got weight placement on the many changeables. So Titleist has the sure fit neck, you can change the lie as well as the loft, so which lie is going to help you hit that target. SLDR has a movable weight, which I'm using there to show you very drastic difference in the flights of those shots. Shaft flex made the minimal difference. Moving the weight made a massive difference in my direction. The loft made 6 yards worth of carry difference and different numbers in the spins, where we were talking, what was it, 2 yards with shaft flex from extremes. That's going from extremes as well. For stiff to regulars, no. Regulars to X's, no. That's going from A to a javelin stiff, so almost the stiffest one, if not the stiffest one they do. Can't wait for the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope that helps. Steve Buzzer's still in rehab. He is C-tapering, asking why he doesn't need his C-taper in his irons anymore. Hope that helps. Post comments. Love to hear what you got to say. Go and get fit. Fitting is important, but maybe you've got the wrong idea around fitting. Hopefully this video will give you a bit more of an idea of what a fitter will actually, the tools and ideas they'll use to try and make sure you get the right clubs. Post comments. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments. Love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show. Get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.